Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. Those of you who have been following the MGTOW philosophy since it started coming in the public sphere around about 2008-2010 will know that in all cases of relationships and marriage, etc., it's always the guys that's held responsible, and it's always the guys that got blamed for it. Whether the guy was not earning enough or he's just not suitable for the woman, and you never see any reports that women are held responsible and women are at fault. This goes down to around about 2019. I found about 30 articles, but there's far too many for this video, so this is a selection of them. The first one, as you can see, is dated 5th of September 2019 and was written actually by a woman. It says, fewer people are getting married because there's a shortage of economically stable single men, says study. It's a Brookings Report study she's going on about. It's 2 days later, the New York Post jumped on the bandwagon. Broke men are hurting American women's marriage prospects. Never a headline of broke women are hurting American men's marriage prospects. It's always the guy that's at fault. This was naturally written by another woman. This another one. Cherry Flavo, the site. Study finds that the marriage rate in the US is falling due to a shortage of economically attractive men. A study published in the Journal of Marriage and Family suggests that in the US, the number of people getting married has declined sharply, due in part to a shortage of economically attractive men. This was written on the 8th of September 2019. And there's a graph about it. Fox jumped on the bandwagon. US marriage rates may be dipping because of a shortage of financially stable men, says study. And it just about women. Broke men are limiting women's marriage prospects. Same as what the New York Post said. And it all about the women going to college, earning more. Research found that women's potential and hypothetical husbands would have an average income that is 58% higher than the actual unmarried men currently available to unmarried women. The hypothetical potential husbands are also estimated to be 30% more likely to be employed and 90% more likely to have a college degree, which is that what I've covered before. More women are going to college than guys because guys see colleges now as a toxic place where all it takes is one rape allegation and his college career and his college life, post-college life, is over. In other words, what real unmarried men have to offer doesn't match up to what unmarried women want. And the print on the 3rd of October, unmarried women in the US face shortage of economically attractive male partners study. And the consequence is the share of never married Americans has reached a new high. And it shows you on one of the graphs, currently married, but it's dropping. Never married, it's climbing. Divorced or separated, that's dropping. But that can be negated by that. That's 2018. We're in 2022 now, so it could be around about there. They might have even crossed over or they might have merged. But it all boils down to the coming marriage crisis. This was written 7 months ago. You notice most of these articles, before I start, a woman wrote it, a guy wrote it, a woman wrote it, 3 guys wrote it, and a woman wrote it. But the marriage crisis, says that guys with a college degree earn $1.5 million a lifetime more than a high school graduate guy, and women rake in more than 1.1 million more, which is why women want to date college-educated guys, but that pool is going down because there's less guys going to college in America than women. Also have the Tinder effect, which women use more than guys. If you click on that article, which I did because I wanted to see what it was like. Tinder effect, how dating got disrupted. Dating is different now. It's just swipe left, swipe right. But more women are using Tinder than guys. One of the effects of all this is happening is the guys under 30 don't get laid at all, compared with just 8% in 2008. That's because guys don't want a false rape allegation against them either at college or post-college, because they know it can ruin their life, and they just rather not have sex at all and look after themselves and build up their life and career till they're comfortable. It says male virginity on the rise. As you can see, 2008 is when third wave feminism and MGTOW more or less kicked in, and there's the exponential rise. We're in 2022, so it could be around here, maybe knocking on the door of 30%. So you could say this is the MGTOW effect, not the Tinder effect. Now, marriage rates have also been climbing up the average age, but a woman is only fertile from 18 to 32. That's her prime fertile years. They're now 28 years old, but she's leaving it a bit late before has children. But she puts her career first, then has children, but it's not going to happen because the guy, he doesn't want a woman this age, he wants a woman that age because she's more fertile. Now the business angle is there's been an increasing trend in guys freezing the sperm, but theoretically it can father children indefinitely, but after 40 years old, the quality of sperm goes down. Women are also in freezing their eggs, but that's $20,000 per cycle. If she's got a college degree and a well-paying career/job, she can afford it, but if she's not, then she can't. But women are still picky. Now, pets is you getting labelled themselves dog mums and dog's dads, a substitute for children. All these 30-ish-year-old women celebrities with these little dogs, more often than not, they haven't got children and the dog is just a substitute. These are just the various pets: small, medium, large dog, cat, rabbit, guinea pig, ferret, small bird, fish. I don't bother with any of that. I have 2 cactuses and that's enough for me. But anyway, the marriage crisis is coming, which means there's not going to be as many children being born, which will affect the country's economy, and it means that the income of the government and tax revenue is going to go down because the workforce is declining and importing lots of people from South America and Africa. South America for America and Africa for Europe isn't going to help because they don't bring much to the table, because they don't have the skills necessary to grow Europe's and America's economy. So we're all heading down a one-way street and there's a brick wall at the end of it, and it's a case of what's happening when we hit it. Where is it? This, as I said, is the MGTOW effect. MGTOW most probably definitely is having an effect, but you never hear anything about MGTOW in articles like this. But young male virginity is on the rise. It means young guys, they've seen the dangers of having sex, and they just rather go their own way and protect themselves other than risking it all for 10-15 minutes of physical pleasure. there's other things which will affect the economy besides the falling marriage rate and the possibly falling birth rate. But I think I'll cover that for another week. So I think we're on the 10-minute mark now, so I'll leave it at that for this one. You know the routine, people. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe. It's completely up to you. But we're in for some interesting times because we've got a crisis coming and it's going to get worse. Right, that's it for this one. Till next Monday. Bye-bye.